So real estate in California, I wouldn't say it's the root of all evils, but it is the defining social problem behind so many other of the critical issues we're talking about.
Right. And how much do we actually need to build to adequately address homelessness and affordable housing? Like, because it seems, from what you're saying, that this construction, particularly in the areas we're talking about, is just it's just going to lead to more and more catastrophe and displacement and stuff. Is the answer like finding the right place to build or whatever, or is it just like taking what is not being used right now from the wealthy, vacant apartments, and maybe forcing landlords to reduce their rents via the state? Is that the solution more so than building it all? Do we really need to be doing any construction at this point?
And do we just need new ideas? Like, how many people can you fit in Chrissy Teigen's house, realistically?
Yeah,
that could at least be 4 families.
Well, I mean, in LA, we have this strange phenomena of single-family homes on big lots right in the middle of the city. Anywhere else in the world, you'd have multiple unit housing or clustered housing here.
Mm-hmm.
Part of the problem with the California dream of building single detached homes is that it constantly demands land, and developers lay siege to the political system, particularly to county governments, which control land use, to keep this pipeline of buildable land going. And the boundaries of this now, as I said, extend out more than 100 miles from the urban job course in California. But the question is, who provides housing? In my mind, housing should be provided by a combination of nonprofit builders in situations where land values are controlled or heavily taxed, or they should be infill. Instead of having your little bungalow next door to a huge, monstrous housing complex. There should be a system that gives you financing and tax relief for converting your garage into an apartment. We're building a so-called granny flat in your yard. There's tremendous potential for that. And the thing is, that kind of home provision, the money goes to working class families, because the basic strategy in Southern California and so many parts of the country for working class homeowners is, first of all, you do anything possible to get a mortgage. You have 3 or 4 members of the family working, kicking in, you get a home, and then you get a rental unit or 2, and that provides a source of income to send your kids to college and so on. I don't see anything wrong with that. We need to keep the money from going to mega developers and big banks, many of them from out of state, because all they've done over the last 20 or 30 years is build overpriced housing and unaffordable housing. They don't really build affordable housing. The bottom line isn't sufficient for them. So I think we need a combination of nonprofit housing, resident managed public housing, and an awful lot of housing infill to bolster both the supply of affordable housing, but also the incomes of working class families. What we've got instead, of course, is B&B, which has had a disastrous effect in many cities on the rental market. I live in San Diego, and rental properties here are just impossible. Some students of mine were looking at renting a place, but the cost of it was about twice what I pay for a mortgage. The rental market is become punitive and insane through the state. But once again, if you want real solutions, you have to deal with the question of private property and private land markets in a direct way. And there's absolutely no will for that